Hello students, I am Abhishek Gupta and you are watching Lux Tutorial, and today we have come up with all the important updates that happened in the Bombay High Court. Now let us quickly go to the points that have been discussed in the Bombay High Court. Now let us begin with point number 1. Now today the ICSE council lawyer asked for the adjournment and said that we are not yet ready with the methodology in order to assess the students on the basis of their pre-board marks. Now, before asking this, the Council Justice Dipankar Datta also spoke about his own concern regarding the students. He said that I am collecting my own information. It is not right to expect the children to take the examination in the month of July when they are not in their peace of mind. So the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court was expressing his concern on behalf of nearly 3 lakh students of ICSE and ISC. He said that time is running out. You don't have much time before the exam hours to start in the month of July. So a decision has to be taken, and when the council said that the formula is not yet ready, then the Chief Justice asked how much more time you require for the formula to be ready, and council responded that they require 2 days more. So Bombay High Court said to come back on Wednesday, that is 24th June, and announce the methodology for giving the marks. That means option number 2 methodology. Now let us begin with point number 2. Bombay High Court also asked Maharashtra government to say what is their position on the conduct of examination, because remember in the last Wednesday the Maharashtra government said that we are not in a position to allow the conduct of examination, especially if the number of students is very high. So today the High Court has told Maharashtra government to file its final report on Wednesday. They have been told to give the report on 3 parameters. The first parameter is that if the number of students appearing for the examination is less than 10% or equal to 10%. The second one is if number of students is 25% around, and the third one is the number of students is 50% around of the total number of the appearing students. Then what will be the Maharashtra government position in all the 3 cases? So they have to report on Wednesday on this topic. Now let us discuss point number 3. The other point made in the Bombay High Court is that as soon as the court assembled today, they discussed about the Allahabad High Court, and they discussed that Allahabad High Court has also passed an order in connection to the board examination of ICSE, and they have said that the whole responsibility of deciding that whether the exam will be conducted or not totally depends on the central government, that the central government has to decide, because the examination of CBSE and ICSE are national board examination. So it's the central board government duty and not the state government duty to decide whether the examination will happen or not. So the Chief Justice wanted to know and asked the court officials to get in touch with Mr. Anil Singh, who is the Additional Solicitor General of India, to let the court know what the central government decide and to come to Bombay High Court and tell what is the final decision of the union government on CBSE and ICSE exam. Now let us discuss point number 4. Bombay High Court made its point very clear that it will ensure that everyone get a fair chance. The liberty of parents and the students will be secured by the court, and nobody should take any decision under any kind of pressure. So the deadline of 24th June is set by council and not by court. Let me again tell you that today's hearing is being postponed on Wednesday, that means on 24th of June, and the council has set the deadline, that is 24th of June till 12 is the deadline for submitting the options. But this decision is an informed decision, because yet now the council has not proposed the option B, that means the methodology on which they will be marked if they do not appear in the examination. So the court wants to get ensured that each and every people, that means each and every student, should decide and then take a decision on the methodology. So the court wants to get an informed decision in this regard only after knowing the methodology which will be devised by council. That means you have the right to decide after that also to take the decision and to change the option if you feel the need for that. Now let us begin with point number 5. Today there was an interesting thing that happened in the court. There was another party which said in High Court that they also need to be heard by the Bombay High Court. These were 5 parents and they were represented by Virendra Saraf, who happens to be the chairman of Bombay Bar Association, a senior advocate, and they wanted to argue that examinations should be held for everyone. So the party were told that you are coming very late in Bombay High Court regarding this respect. Still, in any case, they will discuss this during the course of the thing. Now let us discuss point number 6, and this is very important point. Each and every student should hear this and should make a note of this. This point was made by Mr. Arvind Tiwari. Now in Karnataka, the PUC examination, that means the class 12 equivalent examination, happened for English, which was conducted on 18th June in Jayanagar, a locality in South Bengaluru. In that, one student further tested positive on 19th June. Therefore, the student and the 23 other students who are sitting in the same examination center has now been sent into home quarantine. Luckily, Karnataka PU examination was a one-day examination, so it was not such a problem. But Karnataka Class 10 State Board examination, which has been cleared by Supreme Court, they have been given permission to be conducted from 25th of June. So there was this concern that what happened in Karnataka should not get repeated in any other state while these ICSE and ISC examinations are conducted. So this is a very major point that has been discussed in court by Mr. Arvind Tiwari. Now let us discuss the point number 7. The 7th big point is concerned about the CBSE court case in Supreme Court, and it is quite likely that the CBSE will arrive at some kind of decision. So a lot depends on tomorrow's hearing of CBSE Supreme Court. Now these are the 7 points that has been put forward in the Bombay High Court that we have already discussed. Tomorrow there is a Supreme Court hearing for the CBSE court case. So in tomorrow's video, we are going to discuss what happens in the Supreme Court. Till then, stay connected, stay tuned, be well, stay healthy, and let's meet tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.